More food that fools, nachos.
Let's see what's cooking. It's time for Yo-Yo Max 12.
Now to make your nacho chips, you're going to use flour tortillas. Take each one and you're going to brush both sides with some melted butter. This is going to allow the cinnamon sugar to stick, and it's also going to help it crisp up nicely in the oven. Once both sides are coated, you're going to sprinkle on some cinnamon sugar. You can make your own by just combining a couple tablespoons of sugar with about a quarter teaspoon of cinnamon. Sprinkle it generously on both sides of your flour tortilla. And once both sides are done, you're ready to cut them into the shapes that you need. I used a pizza cutter, and you're just going to cut it into little triangles. So I kind of cut it in half and then took each half and cut those into triangles. You will get approximately 5 or 6 little tortilla chips out of each round. Then take them and put them on a cookie sheet that's been greased. I'm using one that's covered with aluminum foil, that is the non-stick kind. And then once they're arranged, put them in the oven at 375 degrees for about 5 to 7 minutes until they are crispy and light brown. Now for the cheese sauce, I'm using just regular commercially made frosting. I just happen to have this cream cheese flavor on hand. I put it in the bowl and I microwaved it for just a few seconds at a time until it becomes liquid. As you can see here, it has a kind of the texture of melted ice cream. And then I added a drop of orange food coloring and just gave that a stir until I got the color that I wanted. It looks just like that nacho cheese that you get at the movie theater. And then once the little chips were cooled, I put them on a plate, and we're getting ready to dress them up to make them look like real nachos, but sweet kind. So I drizzled some of that frosting cheese on top. And then to decorate them, I'm using black licorice that's been cut into pieces to look like black olives. And then some little Swedish berries, which are like a little gumdrop, cut into pieces. Those are tomatoes. And then a little bit of green Twizzler and green gummy to make it look like green onions. Those are the Twizzlers and the green candies I used. And then I added on some white gumdrop to make it look like the white onions or the yellow onions. And then I drizzled on a little bit more cheese on top of that. And that's pretty much it. Your little food that fools nachos are done. All you have to do is just let them sit, put them in the fridge just so the frosting firms up a little bit. And there you go. You know, I think you might be able to fool someone for just a second if you put these in front of them for a dessert. Now, you can also just use them plain and just use that frosting as the cheese dip. Now, one thing about these is that I discovered that these little cinnamon sugar tortilla chips that you made in the oven are absolutely delicious just on their own. So if you're looking for a really easy, quick little snack, just make those little chips by themselves and forget about all the topping if you want to. I love making food that fools, and I have quite a few different kinds on a playlist. So if you want to see this, go check it out. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.